As a 19-year-old apprentice, he was an innocent witness to a workplace accident, though he was interrogated for hours like a criminal. The law forbade him from telling his story, and he couldn't be named or show his face. This didn't happen in some third world country, or even one under a dictatorship. This happened right here, in Australia, in 2008. This is his story.
Well, I was 19 when it happened. I was still an apprentice. I'd never been on a big commercial job before, you know. Big jobs are different from housing, and I had been there before. You know, there's so much more going on. You know, there's concrete pour here and electric work there. There's people working all around you. You know, I think there was like 200 on this job. I remember one day a guy was working in a stairwell and there wasn't enough light. Look, I don't know exactly what happened, but you know, he had a fall. It was pretty bad. He fractured his neck. Well, broke it, basically. They had a meeting about it, and all the guys weren't too happy about it. They all voted that we stop work until WorkSafe could come in and get the boss to fix it. But it all got sorted, and then we went back to work pretty quick. And I thought that was it, you know, I wasn't really thinking about it anymore. A few weeks go past, and I get this letter. It says that I have to go for an interview with the ABCC. I kind of heard about them, but I wasn't too sure exactly what they did, so I asked our delegate. He said that the ABCC is a special investigations unit. He said that they work for the government and are designed to investigate building workers.
They're going to ask you questions about the stop work, like who initiated it, who organised it.
I thought he was having a laugh at first, but then I find out that if I don't go, I'm up for 6 months jail. 6 months jail, seriously? He explained to me that it's a really bad law and the union had been fighting against it. And then I asked him if I can just say nothing, you know, a right to silence. But I wasn't even allowed to do that. I was just shitting myself. So I get to the interview and there's 3 blokes in the room. 2 of them look more like bouncers than investigators. And one of them says, you know, if you don't answer our questions today, you can face 6 months prison. I said, yeah, I heard of something like that. Then they just bombarded me with questions, you know. Who was at the meeting? Name them. It was full on, man. Like it's like I killed someone or something. But they just kept going, you know, really aggressively. Like, whose idea was it to stop work? You know, and then he said something about unprotected industrial action being illegal or something. I didn't even know what that was. Then one of the guys, the big bouncer looking one, he leant right over and he's like,
You want to go to jail, do you? Is that what you want? You better start giving us some answers, mate.
I thought he was going to deck me, you know, he was fucking angry. Then the boss man stepped in and he tried to pull the good cop, bad cop routine thing. He's like, mate, we're doing this for your good. You know, those union thugs aren't looking after you, you need to look after yourself. And then I remember him saying something like, you want to have a good name? Get somewhere in this industry? Just tell us what you know and you'll be on your way. I can tell he was being threatening, you know, trying to make me believe that the union were thugs. But I remember thinking, you guys are the thugs. And then that's when the bouncers started again.
Who told you there was a problem with the lighting in the stairwell? Do you see it for yourself? You just bend over and do what the union tells you, don't you?
They told me that I'm not allowed to talk about any of this to anyone, or I can go to jail for that too. How is that fair? You know, I tell people and they don't even believe me. They're like, nah, man, you've got it all wrong. But it's true, it happened. You know, that could have been me lying down at the bottom of those stairs. These laws are wrong. You know, why shouldn't I be allowed to stand up for my own safety? What the government wants is for me to put my life on the line because a boss wants to take a shortcut. Well, fuck that, man. If they want to do that, the government and the ABCC, then they can go for it. But why should they force me?
Standing up for a safer workplace should never be a crime, and individuals who do should never be treated like criminals. Tony Abbott wants to bring back the ABCC and give it even more power than ever before. The return of the ABCC would deprive construction workers of their rights and subject them to laws that apply to no one else in Australia, not even those guilty of the worst crimes. On the 10th of February 2012, Tony Abbott said, "We will support the ABCC with every breath of our political bodies. We will restore the ABCC at the first available opportunity, and we will restore it with new vigour. Don't let him destroy our way of life. You can help stop him. Sign up at standupspeakoutcomehome.org.au."